musical pioneers, entrepreneurs, architectural geniuses, civic leaders, sports heroes, barrier breakers, history makers. Many who have changed our country and our world lie at rest at the Woodlawn Cemetery, people whose lives should never be forgotten. The Woodlawn Conservancy was developed to carry out the mission of preserving the cemetery and passing along its rich history to future generations. The Conservancy is the preservation arm of the cemetery, preserving both the physical monuments and memorials that make the cemetery an architectural marvel, and illuminating the memories of those who have chosen Woodlawn as their final resting place through education and community involvement. Throughout the years, the Woodlawn Conservancy has offered rich educational opportunities for adults. In recent years, we have expanded our commitment to education to the young people in our community. We are excited to announce our newest educational initiatives for school-aged children in 2018. Beginning next year, our school-aged guests will have the opportunity to tour the cemetery on the brand new Woodlawn Trolley. The state-of-the-art trolley provides transportation around the cemetery for field trips and features an interactive technology system, including video monitors for instructional use. Our new Black and Latino Men of Greatness field trip will introduce students to some of our notable men of minority background who have changed our world, from musical genius Miles Davis to author and poet Rudolph Fisher and explorer Matthew Henson, to civic leader Ralph Bunch. Students will experience an interactive journey through history and be inspired by these leaders. An activity book is available for both younger and older students. As students tour the cemetery on the trolley, they will view short videos about each of these leaders and then visit their final resting place. During our new Women of Greatness field trip, students will learn about notable women's leaders at Woodlawn. From self-made millionaire and entrepreneur Madam C.J. Walker, to women's suffrage leader Elizabeth Cady Stanton, to musical pioneer Celia Cruz. Students will walk through women's history at Woodlawn. An activity book is available for both younger and older students, and this field trip will also feature short video clips of each of the women leaders. The Woodlawn Arboretum field trip will educate students about the more than 6,300 trees and 140 unique species of trees under the care of the Woodlawn Arboretum. Each of the trees at Woodlawn are tagged for an interactive tree tour. There are over 150 trees that are more than 5 foot in diameter. As students tour the cemetery, they will learn about some of our great trees, the economic benefit they provide to the environment, and participate in a scavenger hunt to earn their Tree Expert pin. An activity guide accompanies this field trip. In 2017, Woodlawn launched an innovative educational program called the Woodlawn Student Leadership and Legacy Program. The program was created to inspire students in the community to explore the potential leader inside of them, while identifying and defining their personal path to creating their own legacy. During the course of the program, students are introduced to some of the great Woodlawn legacies and choose their own legacy hero to research. The program is facilitated by hockey great Stéphane Matteau. A successful trial of the program was launched in September with PS19. Coach Matteau, along with the educational professionals at PS19, led 17 8th graders through the 10-week program, which will culminate on December 14th. The program, like a hockey game, is broken down into 3 periods. In preparation for the pre-game warm-up and to generate excitement, teachers wore Woodlawn Legacy t-shirts and displayed program posters throughout the school. In the pre-game warm-up, students complete a questionnaire about their strengths and weaknesses, encouraging self-exploration and awareness. In the first period, students are introduced to Coach Matteau, his inspiring life story, and his professional achievements. Coach Matteau also introduces students to his Woodlawn legacy and presents students with cards from which they will choose their own Woodlawn legacy. During the first intermission, students choose their own legacy and begin research on the life of this Woodlawn great with the guidance of the teachers, paying particular attention to the leadership qualities that contributed to their legacy. During the second period, students visit Woodlawn Cemetery and the gravesite of Coach Mateau's legacy. Then, along with the Woodlawn staff, visit the gravesite of their own Woodlawn legacy, creating a unique link between the past and the present. The second intermission, conducted at school and facilitated by the teachers, allows students to further research their Woodlawn legacy and the characteristics which made them a great leader. Students then design and create a presentation board about the leadership qualities that they observed in Coach Mateau and in the research of their Woodlawn legacy, and how they can apply these qualities to create their own legacy. The program comes to completion during the third period, when students present their projects to their teammates and Coach Mateau. Coach Mateau wraps up the program, highlights the students' achievements, and challenges them to work on their own legacy. Students receive a certificate of completion and are encouraged to serve as mentors for students who complete the program in the future. In 2015, the Woodlawn Cemetery formed a partnership with the World Monuments Fund and the International Masonry Institute to train young people to restore and preserve historic structures and to transition them into the workforce. Held each spring on the grounds of the Woodlawn Cemetery, the preservation training program employs an enthusiastic group of high school graduates, ages 18 to 24, to study the art of masonry restoration under the supervision of a resident craftsman and architectural conservator. Program participants are paid during the 10-week program and receive OSHA, swing and stationary scaffolding certification, and Jean Mortar certification, and take classes in work readiness through The Door, a social service agency focused on introducing young people into the workforce. Each cohort of preservation interns has cleaned, caulked, and repointed granite and marble monuments and successfully completed an ambitious class project. After graduation from the program, participants are ready for entry-level positions in the masonry trade and are assisted with applying for these jobs. The Door provides support services in the areas of resume preparation, job interviews, and placement, and offers counseling services to help with issues such as housing, childcare, and financial management. We have graduated 40 NYC young men and women in the Woodlawn Preservation Training Program in the last 3 cohorts, providing direct entry job placement into high-paying careers with the Masonry Union or private sector. Over 65% of program graduates are employed, with 7 entering union apprenticeship programs. At Woodlawn, we are very excited about the Preservation Training Program, the new Student Leadership and Legacy Program, and all the new educational opportunities at Woodlawn. We believe that, by partnering with our local schools, we are investing in the development of the future leaders in our community and our world.